Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation which will focus on uploading and processing Excel files in Python. So the presentation will focus on discussing only 4 lines of code which are very useful and practically essential when you want to upload your Microsoft Excel file into your Google Colab environment, which is very popular today, a platform for running Python code in the cloud. So the first line is from Google Colab import files. The second is the one with the exclamation mark. The third is basically the line where you upload your file, and the fourth line is focused on making and creating a data frame from your Excel data. So the first line is basically meant to import files module from Google Colab package. And that files module, once imported, you can later use it to, for example, to upload and download files. So this is essential if you want your code later to work. This second line is basically a shell command, so it's not a Python command. It removes the file named, for example, results.xls from the current directory. This is very useful if you're, for example, working with a file and then you have the file with the same name at your local machine, which you modify. For example, you add some data, remove some data, or you change some data, and then you save it with the same name, save as the same name, and then you wish to upload the same file to Google Colab environment. If you have two versions of the same file with the same name, it may confuse the Python. So basically this removes all the previous versions of results.xls from the current directory that you are working on in Google Colab, and later it will be replaced with the actual version. Note the exclamation mark at the beginning. It is used in Google Colab to execute shell commands. That's how you actually know that it's not a Python command, it's a shell command. So the problem with this line of code is that if this previous version of results.xls does not exist, the command will throw an error. Sometimes it will not. For example, I personally work very frequently with this line. I use this line and I have never actually received an error, but sometimes it depends really on the environment that you work. Sometimes it may throw an error if you don't have any previous version of that file. So sometimes it's best practice to just comment it out and use it as if necessary. This third line of the code, it uses the upload method from the files module to upload files from your local computer to the Google Colab environment. So it will open a dialog and then you will be asked to browse a file, to select it from your computer, and this method will return a dictionary with keys and values. So a key will be the file name and the value will be the data that has been uploaded. And this fourth line, it creates a data frame. So it's called DF. It's a very frequent name, but you can call it whatever you want. So it will attempt to read the results.xls as an Excel file into a Pandas data frame. So this is a Pandas data frame, which means that you need to import Pandas library. Usually it is imported as with this command here, import Pandas as PD, so that this line of code should be before all this stuff. So this line assumes that this file is an Excel file, so it will show an error if you try to upload something else, and that it is in the current working directory. If the working directory is empty or it doesn't have this file, it will throw an error. So the data frame that you create will contain the data from the Excel file, which can then be used for data analysis and manipulation. So just to recap, we have covered just 4 lines of code where we import a module, where we delete the previous version of our file, Excel file, where we upload the Excel file into the Google Colab environment, and then we read that file and convert the data into a Pandas data frame. So this is very, very useful if you are, for example, working with Excel workbooks, if you work with Excel data, which is very frequent in medical research and biomedical research. Excel files are very, very frequent for data manipulation and data storage. And this basically converts the data from your Excel file into a data frame, and then with that data frame you can do a lot of things, obviously, in Python and in Google Colab and Jupyter Notebook. So thank you very much for watching this. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe.